right, I stopped for a shake break. I'm making a smoothie real quick, and I'm having a day where I'm feeling like anxious because everything I'm doing is taking too long, and I'm feeling like guilty about it. I'm like, you need to move faster, da da da. It's like I'm not on a super strict time schedule because the other end of this delivery in New York is a drop and hook, and it's on a window. When he said it was a Walmart DC, I was like, oh no. And I was worried I wasn't going to make it on time. And I called him. He's like, oh no, it's 24 hours. I'm like, okay, great. But even so, I still really try to be efficient. And then on top of that, I have to think about parking because as you go farther east, as you know, parking becomes more scarce. So I have my stop, my overnight stop planned already. And I'm supposed to arrive there at like roughly 6:30 Eastern time. By the time I get done with the stops that I have to do, it's probably going to be a little later than that. And that could be risky, but we're going to have to make it work. We're going to have to keep our fingers crossed. So stopping to make a smoothie makes me feel bad. I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. But I'm also dealing with a lot of pain lately. I'm having more pain in my lower back and my hip, my left side. It's like a chronic issue, but it's some days it's worse than others, and it's been really bad lately. So it's hard, and the more I can stop and kind of stretch out, that's why I'm kneeling right now, because it's kind of like extending that hip helps a little bit. For Christmas, my dad sent me pain patches. If that's not a trucker who knows, I don't know what is. So I'm glad he did that because I have some lidocaine patches, and I'm going to throw one of those on my back before I get back on the road. Those can be surprisingly helpful. I also sometimes take Advil, but I try to minimize it, and I don't really want to take Advil because I'm also having digestive upset today. It's just one of those days where I don't feel awesome, and I haven't been getting enough sleep, and that's part of the problem. So, but I'm making a yummy, healthy shake with passion fruit and frozen berries and orange juice, fresh OJ, and kefir and yogurt and stuff, a little avocado. So that is good. Put some nutrients in. Can't make up for sleep, but it's better than not sleeping and eating junk, because my diet is not perfect, but I do what I can. So that's what's up. We're backing into one of these tight spots at a Walmart DC, so I thought I should try to capture it. I am actually not far forward enough for that just yet. So this actually is not crazy tight, this DC, so that's a bonus. Put her in R2. A little bit icy, but not terrible. Famous last words. Again, shut up, Jana. Oh, it's so annoying. It's like hesitating because of the weight and the... Oof, I am a little close to this side. Let me just fix this. Let's see, is this going to be an embarrassing one? It might. You never know. Sometimes that happens, and that's what keeps us humble. There's always like one or two trailers that are sticking out a little bit farther. I think I'm actually going to reset myself. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't like it. Let me just do this over again. And I definitely don't have time to screw around. I really need to get to my next pickup, because it's at an Anheuser-Busch, and last time I went to one of those, I got stuck there. If memory serves, I'm pretty sure I was making a video at that stop. This isn't the only spot in this area either. I could put it, actually there's another spot right there. It's a little easier probably, but I'm going to try to go for this one. This instance where I'm just going to take a quick peek. Just real quick. This guy can go around me. I'm just going to go look. Why not? I got plenty of room. But this is one of those instances where the tandems are really far forward, so there's a lot of trailer swing hanging off the back, and it can make you a little uncertain as to whether your passenger side of your trailer might be too close to the trailer to its right. So better safe than sorry. Good old get out and look action, baby. There we go. Are you too close? Nah, we'll make it work. We're gonna just like adjust a little bit. Sorry, Western Express, give me a segundo. Thank you. This ice isn't making my job easier. Oh, and there's big old cracks. That's all. That's part of it. It's a little trickier than I thought it was going to be. I have a ton of room on my right side. I'm getting a little too close on the left, and I'm being a little paranoid with that trailer swing. There we go. Here we are. And once I'm backed in there, you go ahead. Okay, he's letting me go. Now that I can straighten out, I can get a little bit more centered. But that's a typical thing for me. I'll get a little too close on the left. There we go. And this is also an instance where sometimes the snow isn't the worst thing, because you can use the lines in the snow to help you steer. Thank you. A lot of times if you communicate with other drivers using just hand signals, it goes a long way. Because we all understand what we're dealing with here. It's not easy. Even experienced drivers can have a hard time with some of these DCs that are really congested. All right, good deal. Thank you. So I'm at this Anheuser-Busch load-in, and it's going super slow, and I'm laying in my bunk because I'm tired and I'm cold. I've got some editing I'm attempting to do, but I'm like intermittently just closing my eyes because I'm really tired and I want to take a nap, but I need to kind of pay attention to the light so you can see. Hopefully you can see. Let's see, I'm looking in the reflection of my mirror. I'm looking in the reflection of my laptop to see where I'm pointing. That's my mirror over there. That I don't know if you can see it, maybe if I zoom in, but there's the red light showing that I'm still getting loaded. And basically the way this load-in has been, it was a line to get through the check-in, just to check in. There was a line, then I got through that. I have a thing here which is actually pretty cool, where there's one of those QR codes when you're basically in line to check in, and you can check in via the code while you're waiting in line, and then by the time you get up to the kiosk, you can just show the QR code and you're all signed in because you already have given them the pickup number and stuff. So I did that, and then I had to talk to the lady. She had to have me open the trailer and look inside, all that. So then she sends me over to park in the staging area, and you have to do all this with your tandems back. They won't let you through the gate without their tandems back all the way. So that always makes things a little bit more awkward, but it was fine. So then just as I backed in, I noticed I had texts, and I looked at my text, and it said, go to door 35. Okay, I go to the door, and I sat here for almost an hour before they started loading me. And basically it's one of those things where it feels like they load a pallet every like 10-15 minutes or so. Like now they're loading one, but it's just quiet in between. And then also because it's New York State, and there's like rules regarding emissions and idling. You're not allowed to idle your truck for more than 5 minutes, I guess it is. So I've been turning the temperature up a little bit, which gets the Opti idle to turn on the engine here and there for just a few minutes so I can warm up, and then I turn it back off. I don't think anyone would probably bother me about it, but at the same time, I'm trying to, not put them in a position to have to yell at me because they've got enough shit to worry about, I'm sure. Do I have a green light? I think I might. Well, yep, loading is complete. So there you go. Almost 2 hours. So their automated message service will send you a message when it's time to get out of the door, and they'll send you a message saying, please pull out of the door, adjust your axles and secure your load and go scale out and get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, I would love that, because I really need to go because my clock is running down. I've got like 2 hours and 15 minutes left on my 14. I'm sitting here literally stuck. I can't move my truck until someone comes and unlocks my airline. And I see someone who may be doing that for this other driver. So let him know, hey, how about me, bro? God. Nah, he's doing something else. This is the kind of dumb stuff that eats your clock, and it's like, these are the types of things that make my head explode, and these are the types of things that have such a negative effect on like every truck driver. Have you guys seen these kind of bolt cutters before? It's pretty cool, huh? They're heavy. We got lucky because they set this appointment up for 10 a.m. with my 10-hour break and with running my clock down until I had shoot, I should have put myself in yard move, whatever. And running my clock down until I had like 21 minutes or something. I just barely made it here. I guess I gave myself a little extra time this morning because I really needed to wash my windows because they were covered in salt. Because it was, the roads were well salted out east, thankfully. And this guy got here and he was very not happy. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, he's like, what time did they tell you? I was like 10 a.m. and it was 9:51. I was like, oh man. And he was the forklift operator, like the senior one, and he was a little older and he got out of his forklift and he had a cane, and I was like, man, probably half of his frustration is that he's in pain and he wants to be done. Can definitely empathize with that. Okay, these are some tight docks, so I need to STFU and get in the hole. Too jackknifey for my taste. They give you very specific instructions here, and thankfully someone else had put them on Google already and I read them, so I already kind of knew what they were. Open the doors first, then back in, then slide your tandems, then go inside, take off your load locks, etc. I just put this seatbelt on so I don't have to listen to it beeping. So I'm gonna get in this quickly. I don't want to keep this dude waiting. But we'll get in there when we get in there, right? I might have to reset. Gotta get our back end a little tighter to the line of other trailers and trucks. All these little zippy day cabs and little shorty trailers. I'm all up in here with this behemoth. I could not warm up that guy at all. He was pissed. Okay. Wasn't as tight next to that trailer as I thought. Tight. I always say better safe than sorry. Because those sorries be expensive. I wish I had 8 cameras like my buddy Dirk so you could really see all the details. Think you're better than me, Dirk? Again, I need to pull forward to bring the tandems back, but I'm going to go back for a sec to kind of release the pressure off the tandem pins. Is that what you call them? I don't know. That's what I think of them as. Get in your hole. We're in there. I think we are. R2, bitch. I always think of that right before I get to the door because it's like I'm trying not to slam into it and I'm like, oh, let me increase my odds of not slamming. My spine has been through enough. Okay. Alrighty, let's go get our load locks. Okay, we got a very rainy delivery. There's me. I kind of pulled into an alley here because we're coming off of this street and the only other option would be a blind back, and I don't really feel like doing that because there's no other good way to turn around. So I'm turning around right there. I'm going to be going into this dock here just to give you a little lay of the land. Here we go. So I just pulled into this little alley so I could back in front of Super Ego over there and then turn in this way and do a side back into here. Make my life a little lower stress. I keep trying different configurations with this, the way I'm mounting the phone. So I wonder if Super Ego is trying to leave, because if he is, I might need to wait a minute. I think he's having a hard time getting himself in the door. Okay. Okay, I think he's getting in his door. I'm also, my drives are on mud right now, and that's not ideal because this is very front heavy. This load, honestly, this was one of those cases, and I'm sure some more experienced drivers could speak on this. Oof, I'm really sinking in here. Where I was really grateful for the weight, because the weight was heavier by far in the front, to the point that I just barely was able to get it. Like, it was barely legal. And it helped make my traction feel a lot more sturdy. That was really nice. I don't think I'm in the best spot right now. I think I am a little too far into some mud. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm speaking too soon as I'm getting myself dug up in the mud. I'm gonna get up on some gravel here so I can get a running start, as it were. And I may end up using that interaxle lock. Let me actually do that and see if that helps. It beeps though, and I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if that means I'm not supposed to use it, or if it's just telling you, hey, I'm on. Oh, that helps. For sure. For sure. Whew. Okay, cool. Excellent. Oh, awesome. Okay. I know. Hang on. I don't have a clutch overheating. Okay. Oof. Oh, that's nice. I have no idea what that alarm is. I turned the interaxle lock off and it's still lit up and it won't shut off. I'm gonna try turning the truck off and turning it back on. That's really weird. I've used the interaxle lock on, I don't have any warnings going on, so I'm not sure why that's going off. I have no idea. Okay, moving forward made it stop. So does that mean I'm having a clutch overheating, but I'm not seeing a clutch overheating warning? Because that's possible, but usually it would say it on the screen. Okay. Well, that, I guess I just had to move forward to make it turn off. That was weird. It seemed like it was a glitch. This is gonna be a little bit of a pain, but I'm a fucking professional. And of course, there are very inconveniently placed mailboxes everywhere, and a very inconveniently parked box truck. It's always this little stuff, man. Gets you every time. That's okay. We're gonna be okay. I'm just gonna have to like stretch myself out a ways, and I'm on a hill, so all of this is tricky because of the way the weight is. The weight was great on the roads, but it's not awesome on this these surfaces. Let me get a little more forward so I can sort of slide right around the edge of this box truck and hopefully not end up in the opposite side ditch. And I can kind of roll backwards, so that's nice. Tricky one, man. I wish I could show you guys more. I mean, you could see the box truck. This is a real tricky area. I went right up on this ditch. I love that. I wish this box truck wasn't there. It's really not in a good spot for me. So just so you can see, box truck is right there, and I'm trying to get around it right there. It's just barely like a little too far forward for my needs. Gonna finesse this big old bitch into our spot. That's what we're gonna do. raise my blood pressure. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I'm gonna just get my doors right quick. Dude just made my day. He said he used to drive trucks before. He's on flatbed. You know I'm partial to flatbedders. You guys get it. And he said that was impressive. He said a lot of guys be 15 minutes before they got to where you are. I was like, right on. That makes me happy. Oof. This place is super tight, man. Tandems, but I wanted to straighten out first. This is going to be tricky. I'll have to show you guys in front of me and you'll be like, oh shit, now I get it, because there's like a little island with a tree right in front of me. It'd be better for them if they could get that out of here completely. It'd be a lot better. Okay, back it up a little bit so I have room to pull forward to slide my tandems, because I barely have enough room. He said, you're killing it. I'm like, thanks, I need a cheerleader right now because this is a little bit crazy. Okay, and it's raining obviously, but thankfully I have my awesome rain jacket. Thanks to my sister-in-law. I'll back up a little bit, let the pressure off those pins. Roll it forward. Ooh, it's just rolling right back. Come on, buddy. Let's put it in a second. See if that helps. Might. Oh, I don't know if my tandem can move. Shit. That was weird. I don't know if I accidentally pushed in the trailer brake. I think the tandem pin isn't fully releasing. I think it's because of the weight. There we go. I had to turn off the traction control. Okay. Let's see if that worked. God damn it. Oh well, that's what towels are for. There we go. Oh, music to my ears. Okay. I think I need to roll my back end. I think I'm going to be good. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's see. Let's go find out. Now I can show you a little bit more of the scenario that I was dealing with here. You see how close the tree is to the front end? Even just sliding the tandems. But yeah, we made it work.